again at the North Long Beach Satellite Studio. All right, man. One of these days, I'm going to get that right.
Exactly.
Hey, watch the scrap wood.
I got wood. Good show today.
Wheels and Rotors,
yeah,
Los Alamitos.
Los Alamitos is a working
Army Air Base training facility. Yeah.
Yep. And
right. Primarily helicopters.
Really?
They had some out on the tarmac out there that were like.
I just found out that place existed a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago?
Yeah, the first time we went.
That place has been there since, I want to say like around 1950.
When did the Long Beach Airport? When was that built?
Long Beach Airport, that was, probably in 1930.
Okay.
That was called...
'Cause the towers looked kind of similar.
Well...
Yeah, I mean, construction, architectural-wise.
Right. No, well, maybe the construction of the airport itself is probably... Long Beach Airport might be a little bit earlier, but Long Beach has always had an airfield. I forget what it was called. I want to say Wrigley, but I don't think that's right.
Wrigley Field sounds familiar.
Well,
something.
Or Bixby. Wrigley, Bixby has to do with Southern California. Obviously, Wrigley also had his mansion down in Avalon and Catalina. So, I'm trying to remember that. No, Dougherty Field. Yeah, that sounds like Wrigley.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, no, I think Los Alamitos came about, right after World War II. So I looked it up last year. Now I forget, but it's changed.
I would have forgotten if I looked it up last week.
For a while as well, but
okay, so
it does exist.
Okay, so pretty good show. It's no Planes of Fame.
No, but you're crossing a lot of paths here. When we're leaving, you could hear the cackle fest from dragsters, and then there's a World War II plane taking off.
Yeah, and
right there,
and a cover band playing.
Yeah, and then you could still stand there and get like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich or a bacon wrapped hot dog, or some fresh squeezed lemonade.
Exactly.
Within just a few feet. Yeah,
so there's
kind of crazy.
A lot going on with that show, but it's a good local show.
It's different. A lot of hands-on stuff.
Yeah.
Really youth-oriented.
There you go.
A lot of kids in uniforms.
Well, some of those, I think one of the helicopter rides, I think I saw 17 and under were free.
Oh, cool.
First come, first serve.
Right.
I think I saw a clipboard somewhere out there.
Oh.
Hey. They had a youth area with some hands-on stuff. I mean,
right.
I didn't check it out, but
right.
Heard the announcer talk about it. So lots of families with kids. You can climb onto what is that? A C-17?
That big thing.
That big, huge.
Yeah, I think it was C-17 or Hercules, something like that.
But one of those insanely large.
Your whole house in there and.
Yeah.
And the cars, and still fly somewhere, and
drop
you off.
If you wanted to wait in line, you could walk through that.
Right.
Some of the other ones, for like $1 or $2 or some sort of chump change donation,
right.
You can cruise around through. They had stuff for the little ones and stuff. So real family based show.
But not like it's ridiculously a whole lot of walking either, because it's still kind of small.
Right.
You go to a big air show, man. You're hoofing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or if you're smart, you'll ride a bike.
Yeah. Well, at this one, there's no bikes, no skateboards, no pets, no smoking, no alcohol.
Right. There you go.
So, but it was free to get in. They asked for a donation.
Sure.
A few bucks.
It goes to the families of the airborne out there.
And free parking. Kind of a pain, but
right.
The location, the parking, and the condition, but it was free.
Bring your photo ID.
Yep. So no knives or weapons on base.
Well,
that kind of goes without saying. Right. You know, except for the reenactment guys.
Yeah, go figure that. You know, the guy could.
They had sabers,
put a
bayonets.
scabbard on the end and stab you 100 times, right? But as he liked to put it, you know, they're the guys camping out who are the overnight security, the overhead that they don't have to pay for.
True, you know.
That's cool.
You know, those reenactment guys are pretty cool. I mean, they're there to talk. You know.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you.
You just gotta.
What's that?
Say, exactly. Say, you know, what's that?
What does that do?
Where does that go? And they'll just start talking and
painfully crude items that technology has passed up, but yet they still work.
Matches.
You know, right? Exactly. Like as I jokingly said, "What's a compass?" You know, without electronics, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gotta use the compass. You know.
Yeah, but I mean,
protractor.
You know, like we said earlier, I mean, all this stuff's made out of like sheet metal.
Oh yeah, cardboard, metal, leather,
cloth and wool,
right?
Or canvas.
Canvas. Right.
You know, just your basic raw materials. You know, to crank out your MREs of.
Chunks of ham.
I was gonna say bacon chunks. And I was like, that's why I hesitated. I know it's not bacon.
No, it was a bacon wrap hot dog if you could get there. With the chili fries.
You know, but the
you get a heart attack on the way out. Yeah.
Oh, funnel cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tri-tip. I didn't see any kettle corn.
I didn't either.
I saw popcorn, or I saw people walking around with popcorn. I didn't see any kettle corn.
I didn't see any kettle corn.
So vendors, bands.
Yeah, lots of a few bands. They had that.
Well, they had
bagpipers.
Yeah.
I didn't hear them though. I was kind of like, where are they going? Marching around.
There was a high school marching band floating around. High school
marching band, right?
Bands on stage that I think were
probably military families, right?
You know, at least that's what it was last year.
It looked like it. I wouldn't be surprised, you know.
But like we said earlier, I think that show's gotten bigger. Maybe not as more planes, but I think there's more cars.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because they had them packed in there pretty tight.
They were tighter, weren't they, this year?
You know, hard to video. You know, hard to move around.
You need to stick, man.
I'm working on fixing it.
Oh, I'm thinking of the GoPro.
Oh, I had it, but you know, the threads are stripped on the regular camera.
Right.
So I couldn't put it up on a stick.
Put it up on the. Oh yeah, but I think you need the GoPro wide angle for that though. Otherwise, you'll just get like ground, horizon.
Yeah.
One thing or the other.
But it's Sunday. That means more editing. You know,
right.
You know, I have to work tomorrow. I don't have the luxury of having an extra day. You know, like Saturday shows. You know, I've got Sunday. I'll do a little of this. I'll look at a few photos. I'll do a little bit. You know, it's like on a Sunday show, things don't get out till like Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, wants to go through all the photos and the videos and all that kind of stuff, which will all be up on primerpodcast.com.
Right on, man.
You know, so check out the site. We haven't done any overhauls or anything like that, but the videos page, the podcast page, and the photos pages are the ones that consistently get updated. Speaking of updates. Oh, well, you know what? We need to talk more about the show. We got to see some ancient, you know, in ancient plane, you know, old planes, you know, taking off, landing, starting up.
Yeah, rotary engines,
9-cylinder rotary engines,
counterclockwise.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, I want to get to see some of those pictures of those engine tags. There's stamp tags that say like
the compression ratio.
The compression ratios and the degrees timing for.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Well, I guess it would be.
Well, there's.
I don't know how that works because
Where do you find top dead center?
where do you find top dead center? And there's no. I guess there's no.
Well,
There's no crankshaft.
well, there's those other degrees.
Right, there was
and
like
acronyms that it's like
5 of them.
no idea what they are. But that's got to be, I mean, settings for timing and, or
But it's
or does it just go
I don't know, man.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, or
Do you I don't know what the firing order is on that.
that's what I'm getting at.
I need to do some research, man.
I didn't
I'm
see-
totally lost.
when we were looking at it, I didn't see spark plugs.
I didn't either, but
That
you can
doesn't
see
mean that they
push
weren't-
rod tubes.
I
You
mean-
think of like a motorcycle. I mean, it's like there's the push rod tubes. They got rocker arms on the, like I guess it'd be like on the right up against the cowl, on the outside. The inner ring was the fuel line. They had flex lines that would go. That looked like a spark plug
Exactly, but
input, like would go to feed that cylinder, but
it was connected to the fuel line.
yeah, it was a rubber hose. So I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's got to be a high pressure fuel.
So rotary engines are a whole new breed, very interesting.
They sound killer though, man.
Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, if I could can that and just put speakers around in the backyard, I'd be right at home. I could watch that all day long, man.
And then
It's just kind of like firing up the Y block. Just let it idle.
yeah, just look at it.
Look at it. Yeah, they're just making all kinds of noise and smelling things up, but same thing. Big rotary. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. And then
You could put one of those in the back of your truck, big rotary engine, or a smaller one. You know, like that small.
the biplane one.
Well, it was that one, and there was even a smaller one. Was that? I think it was called America's Pride or something.
Oh, okay, that's the one I was. That was a biplane,
Was it? It was biplane. Yeah, it was
Okay.
even smaller one though.
right?
Yeah.
That's the one
Like
that
a
I
little
meant.
trainer kind of thing. Yeah, but it still looked kind of new. Yeah.
That was the one that was $75 to
Oh,
go
was
for
it?
a ride.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah. That looked manageable.
then there's that dual black one,
Right.
dual
It looked
engine.
like a. Oh yeah. I want to say it was a Grumman.
and then
They had a Corsair there.
but you know, you
I can't part with a $250, but
right. But if they offered, would you?
oh, I'd have to go.
Because those things start off pretty low, and a couple times a little shaky.
Yeah. No, I'd have to go. It'd probably be one of those things where you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I here? And then you go, oh, this is really cool. Wow, this is kind of and then what's that noise? And then you'd be coming back in again, and you'd be like, wow, that was quick. You know?
Let me go check my pants.
Yeah, like a some kind of new roller coaster ride, you know, like I don't know, what if I'm gonna get sick, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh
And then you get back, you're like, wow, I really worried about it more than I should have.
yeah. I would totally get sick. I told you I'd get sick on that. They had a helicopter simulation.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Easy way
I
for
wanna
me to
watch me
blow
get
my
sick.
breakfast. Yeah, good times. So, and then car show. The car show was pretty.
Tons of muscle cars, man.
Yeah.
A lot of muscle cars, street rods.
But a lot more like Buicks
A lot of
and
Buicks.
Pontiacs.
A few Pontiacs, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't dominated by the
Buicks.
big three.
No.
You know,
And the one guy with the van.
one van.
One van this time.
Yeah, and we talked.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
get-
yeah.
Okay.
I get okay.
Hear what I'm saying?
We'll get to that later too.
We talked to a guy that has
Oh, you talking about the Jeep?
no, the '69.
Javelin. No.
That was a '68.
Oh, that guy was just as interesting though as the guy with the
Oh well, I went off
The
shooting some stuff.
Super B
That was a Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, 6-pack.
'69 Roadrunner, 6-pack, A12. One of my personal dream cars, but
Man, that thing was clean.
super clean. Looked like it came off the factory last year, and man, this guy was into restoration. I mean, it came down to, I mean, Mopars have all like casting numbers, date numbers. Thank you. Casting numbers, date numbers, part numbers. And he's basically trying to get as close to number matching car as he can. That's down to dimples in lug nuts.
Right. Oh, that was
That
was a bit hardcore, man.
Hardcore. I mean, hardcore restoration on this thing.
That's why I said, like, man, this is like Hemmings, Concours, high-end auction kind of numbers matching car that's just over the top.
And it was tough. It was clean.
Oh, yeah, super, super clean.
And the guy drives it.
And he drives it like twice a month, just all over the place.
All over the place for shows.
I mean, like, up the valley, down to San Diego. It's like, oh, yeah, we just drive it. It's kind of like, think of all the little rocks you get from driving on the freeway. Or
the little fender chips and
yeah,
stuff.
I'm like, wow. But then
I can see driving it.
He's going to go the extra mile to get the, no pun intended, to get the fan clutch rebuilt so that it's correct.
Right. I mean,
and then the alternator.
It's not going to, I'll go to Pep Boys.
Right.
Give me a '69.
I got time.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got one on there while the other one's getting rebuilt. Repop.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Because otherwise the car's sitting there for a year.
It's sitting there, right, for 6 months or whatever.
But
yeah, I think
did you notice his jewelry at all?
Yeah. When he mentioned somewhere between the fan clutch and was that $300 or the alternator, and I was kind of like, yeah, I did the. Let's take a look what you got down there on the fingers.
Yeah, he had some bling.
He had some bling there, all right.
So this guy, he has time, and he has money.
And he has money, right?
And thus his car is
numbers
probably
correct,
the most perfect, the closest to perfect example of a Mopar that I've ever seen.
Right. But also, like, I noticed too, though, is that it didn't have original California black and yellow plates. It had its personalized. I don't know if it was. I know it was black. It was black. It was white and a white and blue new California plate, though.
That has to do with change of ownership.
If he's gonna spend $300
at this point
on a fan clutch.
Okay, then
why not get black and yellow plates for the car? That's right up there with the guy with the '55 Ford. It was a hardtop that had the glass roof.
Oh yeah,
a beautiful car. Won the best Crown Vic, Club Vic for some Club Vic Ford show somewhere back in 1999. It's like, wow, man, beautiful. Everything's perfect. No, but it's got the new plates with that red scripted California printed logo with the DMV.gov website on it. I tell you, it looks like ass. Okay, I don't know why the DMV has to advertise DMV.gov. Oh, honey, what's the website for DMV again? Let me go outside and look at the Victoria, and it'll tell me right on the car. Come on, that's just lame. DMV. But yes, I would go the extra mile and get yellow and black for that car.
Even if you had to go to Ray Ray.
Ray?
And
Right, I guess right. If I
and-
had to make a special trip to Turlock, I would do it. But there's nothing.
But it would still have like what is it now? 7 numbers?
No, it'd be 6.
Well, okay, I know it. Now it's 7.
Oh, right.
Even if I had to get
you decided to paint it.
get him to make a black.
Nah.
I'm saying that's better than
Oh, okay. Yes.
having 7 numbers on a
Right.
black paint is even a step in the right direction.
Right. Okay. If you want to side with potentially not being legal, but okay. But why not? If you can afford that car and it's the way it is, you can afford your vanity plates to have the original OEM style, or date of manufacturer plates. The
Right.
proper color code.
Yeah,
That's
No,
the
I agree with you.
that's the detail. That's the, that's it, man. It's dotting the I.
Yeah. I've seen, say, certain cars from the 60s that I don't particularly care for,
Right.
but if it's got the black plate,
The coolness factor goes right up, doesn't
that's
it?
the coolest part of the car right there.
And it's all beat up, and you're just like, yeah, okay, that's why wouldn't it be there, right?
Yeah, it's like, black plate. All right, So, good, but overall, good show. If you're in the area,
Oh yeah, great show.
great show. Bring the kids, bring the wife. No kettle corn, but grab some snacks and some lemonade.
Yeah, you'll learn a few things. You'll see a lot of cool stuff, and dragsters and World War II planes. Jeez, all about internal combustion engines, man.
So I forgot to look as I passed through your kitchen. What's the progress on the doors?
I started making doors yesterday. I had a math problem, and two of my rails, 2 sets of rails are 4.5 inches too long.
4.5 inches too long?
Yeah, I don't know how I came up with that. I didn't go back through the math to find it. All I know is I measured what it needed to be, and then I go, 4.5 off. So that killed another half an hour.
Okay, so too long then.
Yeah, hold on. So yeah, back to the kitchen. 4.5 inches off. Had to look at it for 20 minutes, and turns out that the extra set of rails that I had was for the other cabinet. So at least that was okay. So rip those down, redo it. But now I still got to go back and trim the bottom ones. I got to get at least another 16th off so they fit inside the opening.
Oh, gotcha. The overlay part.
Right. Yeah. So it's off just a little bit, and then I still gotta cut the center panels out. I wanted to do that today, but
It ain't gonna happen.
that's not gonna happen, man. It's gonna take me a half an hour to set everything up, and I'd really have to put the screws to it to get it done. Because that's cutting panels is actually pretty easy, but it's the
Do you have a slot cutter for yours?
no slot cutter.
Oh, okay.
The 1/4-inch birch.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. You use that one, basically a tongue and groove bit
Yeah.
set.
Right. That's for the right.
Yeah. Well, cutting the panels is easy. You just, measure the inside of the panel, then add, however deep your groove is.
It's 3/8.
So
it's
so
3/4
so
at
at
the top and
3/4
or the-
minus a 16th
it's the
or an
same,
eighth.
Same
So you got a
width
little.
as the rail.
So you got a little wiggle room.
Right. Because you want it to
Expand and
expand
contract.
and contract. Right. Yeah.
And that's why you're not supposed to.
Well, anyway, I made
That's why
6
you
of 'em.
don't glue your panels in, because wood moves. It
Everything's
needs that
right.
movement.
Exactly.
You glue the joint. You don't glue the panels.
So that's gonna put me back another week. I can't really. Well, I don't know. It's just a pain when I have to get home and do all that. I mean, it's firing up a router at 7 o'clock at night. It's not something I really want to do. I'm sure somebody else doesn't want me to do it either.
Yeah, well,
I
Coach,
spent a few hours milling work yesterday, man.
you know,
I started at probably about 10. Good 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just production line,
code here in Long Beach is 7 to 7.
During the week?
Yeah.
Oh.
I forget Saturday. Saturday might be 8.
What about Sunday?
No work on Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That includes homeowners.
Ah,
Not just contractors.
right. Well,
I do it.
I try to get all my junk done on a Saturday.
You know,
But I still got to mow the backyard. Or at least somebody is. That's what kids are for.
but on a Sunday, I'm not making noise at 7 in the morning. It's like I'll wait till 10 or 11.
Right.
Make a few cuts every once in a while. I mean,
It's not like you're...
I'm not doing production work.
Yeah. No, I was doing production work yesterday.
And then I got my cabinet.
Oh, the one your redo?
Yeah, but got last weekend.
Cut down your 4x8?
My 4x8.
Didn't you get a sheet of 4x8 plywood?
Yeah, I had to get a new sheet. Gave the old cabinet to a neighbor to use as a planter box.
Oh, wow.
What else? I mean,
What else are you going to do with it? Right.
Walking around going, what am I going to do with this thing? It's like, do I make a trunk out of it? And, look up in the garage. It's like, no, I've got a trunk I'm not using right there.
Right.
Do I make this out of it? It's like, no, I've got, it's like, make it go away.
Make it go away.
So, last weekend I got the case built, got the face frame built and put on, got the toe kick put on as well. Toe kick separate, toe kick separate piece, and
Right.
it's inset about 3/4 of an inch on either side because it's a freestanding cabinet. It's not going up against a wall.
Yeah.
And it's like, build your toe kick right up next to it.
Uh-huh.
You're always going to see that line.
Uh-huh.
So move it in a little bit. Got a little bit of a reveal. I meant to do it this way, type of thing. Where trying to make it flush out of two pieces, like nah. So the cabinet's basically built during the week. Did the putty one night. Did some sanding one night.
Right.
Then you, as you're sanding, it's like, oh, there's 4 holes I forgot to fill. Fill those. Wait, so it's slow going. I was busy most of yesterday, so I didn't start on. Didn't have time to start on the drawer or the doors. Started doing some math, on it. I've got actually I got 2 pairs of those Accurite slides left over from the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Remodel. So
I'm telling you, man, place down the street, $450.
I'm telling you, I bought these years ago. They're just sitting around in my garage.
Oh.
At this point, it's like they're free.
Right.
Because paid for it a long time ago.
Right.
And one less thing in the garage.
Right. You feel so good that it's being used and put someplace else.
So
What's going on with the bike? Did you hook up the battery?
no.
Oh.
It's on the bench.
That's right where you left it last time?
Right where I left it. It's on the
Okay.
bench, right next to the battery charger.
What's on the other side of the chair? On the bench, though? The moonshine?
Oh, moonshine's on the desk.
Of course.
It's not ready to go yet.
It's still bubbling?
It's still bubbling. There's so much sugar and carbohydrates and all that stuff that the yeast is still eating it. It was in my plan for last weekend to do it because the videos I watched, they said, "Oh, wait about a week." I'm like, "Well, about a week," and it was like, blub, blub, blub. Well, it's not ready. You know, then a couple days ago, you're sitting at doing work on the laptop, blub. Not as steady,
Right.
but still often enough. And
So what do you think the alcohol content would be then?
I don't know. I forgot to take a reading. Because
What were you shooting for?
I don't know.
You were just going with a recipe of
just
a rough
just
guide?
something I saw on YouTube. But
90 proof.
you take a it's not a barometer. Hydrometer. Thank you. You take a sample of it when in the beginning to find out the specific gravity,
Right.
and then at the end
You do it again.
find the difference, multiply it by something. There's a formula, and shoots out the alcohol content. Just like if you're making beer or if you're making wine.
Right.
It's the same idea.
Right.
I forgot to take a reading.
That sounds like a critical step.
Yeah.
Well,
This first time is more about the process than the product.
Right. Okay.
And when we're at the store, I meant to look for mason jars.
I don't have any.
Because this first batch ain't going to be tasty. It's not. It's not going to be a smooth sipping liquor. We're going to need some mason jars and some.
Where does the term moonshine come from?
I don't know. I'm taking a guess. It was illegal.
Right.
It's still illegal to make.
No, not if you sell it.
Okay, well, even that's special licensing.
That's because somebody wants their money. Right.
Yeah.
Screw you.
With beer, when the homebrew things kind of started in the 70s and moved into the 80s, it became more popular. The legislation was 50 gallons.
Oh, there's a limit?
Yeah, 50 gallons per year for you as a
consumer or an individual?
As a home brewer.
All right, home brewer.
I mean, like, who's going to check?
Right, exactly. But 50 gallons of seasoned aged bourbon sounds really awesome.
Right. So my understanding, as a home brewer, that's a lot of bourbon.
That's a lot, yeah.
Distilling is illegal for.
That's almost kind of scary to see how much you'd actually drink too in a year, huh? Because then we would know.
Yeah.
So you'd have to cycle through. You'd have to figure out a 50-gallon wood barrel. Let it age for, it'd take us 5 years to get a nice cycle going. But 50 gallons, I don't think is going to last a year, man. For two people?
I don't want to start going through the math right now as far as...
I say no.
As far as 750 milliliters is how many gallons? How many 750s do you go through in a month? A month times 12... I don't feel like doing that right now. I spent enough time with...
But I'm just thinking of how good it would taste, It's just like 5 years in a barrel. Yeah. How could you not drink it fast? You know what I'm saying? It'd be a bad habit.
It'd really feed that addiction.
Yeah.
Come home. I got 50 gallons I got to burn through.
I got 50 gallons here. Oh, man. Yeah, that sounds like a problem, doesn't it?
Sounds like a big problem. Because it's not something like, I'll go back to kettle corn. You say, because they get the big bag, the big bag of kettle corn, and he's like,
right.
"Oh, I'm getting that big bag." Okay, imagine that being your 50 gallons. Yeah, then you start, because you really want it. You're at the car show or something like that.
Right.
You just start going to town on that kettle corn, and then it's like, oh, I'm full. Yeah, and then you still have 3/4 of the bag left, and he's munch on it a little bit, but the 50 gallons of bourbon wouldn't be like that. It'd be like, 50 gallons. All right, let me start today.
Right.
Hey, it's still good the next day.
Absolutely.
And the day after.
It tastes
and the
even
day
better.
after. Whereas the kettle corn starts getting stale.
Yeah, it's works the other way, doesn't it? With age.
Yeah. So, hopefully this weekend.
Huh.
And I still got to go to Ace. I need a couple fittings.
Yeah, you do. You need a Healy coil too for the camera.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
But I've been bicycle bound all week.
A Healy coil will fit in your pocket, no problem.
That's true.
Put that on your list, man.
Yeah, you know what? I should have gone because it's like 3 blocks away from where I was working last week. But the reason that I've been bicycle bound is because the wife has been driving the truck all week.
All week?
All week.
Her car's in for all week.
Yeah.
Wow.
We don't have it yet.
Still?
They said 7 to 10 days.
What are they doing?
They're painting the roof. That should be a 3-day job tops.
They're not fixing anything. They're just painting it.
No, she already... Okay, it's a factory recall.
Oh.
Of course, during the summertime, she already paid somebody else to paint it because it was starting to look like that other car out.
Oh, yeah, the other car outside, right?
All that oxidation stuff. But it was mostly on the roof, and she was tired of it, and paid a body shop.
Oh.
And then last time she was at the Honda dealership, routine maintenance stuff, because I refuse to work on that thing.
I hear you.
Because I can't.
Oh, right.
They, of course, they mentioned it to her. It's like, well, we've got this window that you can get it done. So dropped it off Monday. They started work on Tuesday. To me, it's a 3-day job.
Yeah, usually. Well, it depends who's in front of you, but
I mean,
yeah, okay.
Prep it, paint it, let it dry.
And it's just the roof panel.
It's just the roof.
No vertical surfaces, nothing of any extraordinary.
Nope.
It just masked and run with it.
Mm-hmm. And it was recently done. I mean, it was done over the summer.
That's you got to ask. So, is it worth the trouble now to?
Well, it's free.
Yeah, but it's not free anymore.
So
just because something's free doesn't mean it's for you, man.
So my 5'7", 112 pounds wet wife is muscling around at 65 F100 pickup, long bed.
Does she wear a hat when she's driving?
I don't know. I should probably give her my cowboy hat. Cowboy hat and a flannel. But she hasn't been complaining.
Oh, really? She's probably complaining to somebody else.
Yeah. Well, not that she's got really a choice. But
no.
But
well, you're not gonna let her drive the Galaxy?
She's never driven the Galaxy.
She's not gonna think about that one.
But it's not like she came home and said, "How do you drive this thing every day?"
Right, every day.
I got the what's that pool of liquid by the gas pedal? I'm like, oh, that's oil. Where's it coming from? Oh, the oil gauge that I can't
really?
get tight. Last time I tried to tight, I got it as tight as I possibly could. Where you just
Is that the plastic line?
No, it's a hard line.
It's like a hard copper line.
Yeah.
With the little brass ferrule on the end. Yeah, that goes to the back of the gauge.
Yeah.
Did you replace the ferrule?
I don't know. It was years ago.
Try replacing the ferrule. It's a compression fitting.
Right.
And if not, then you should cut the end of get a new ferrule and put it on the tube, and then cut the end of the tube off start with a fresh, clean end, and then put the ferrule back. Well, you have to put the nut on too. Put the nut, the ferrule, but basically start over again and then reconnect it. Because if you keep tightening, it's crushed. It's already lost.
It's gone.
Virginity of sorts. So
Right.
You're not doing anything. So.
Yeah. So it's been a couple little things like that, No, I haven't fixed or even looked at the light switch. She drove it last night to Huntington Beach. She went to a play with some friends. She didn't say anything about the light switch.
So yeah, they valet parked that for you too.
No, she drove to one of her friends' houses. Then they went from there.
They switched cars.
Yeah, they switched cars. She did mention something like, it was difficult to drive it, at night.
Oh.
Because the headlights aren't, the headlights in the 60s are not nearly as bright as like the Honda that she's used to.
Right.
That
bright new technology, right.
Yeah.
Plus your headlights are probably dirty too. Your headlight buckets are probably all rusted.
They wouldn't be rusted.
You'd be surprised.
I went through that. I went through that a couple of years ago, thinking, no, that's a little bit more than a couple of years ago. I was back on Colorado. That was almost 10 years ago.
That was like 10 years ago, man.
Yeah. So, let's find out what's going on with Blacktop Magazine.
Blacktop's Bad Bike Build. Each episode, we will give our listeners an update on a 15-month father and son project via blacktopmagazine.com and the Blacktop Media Network. Their plan is to take a full-size Harley down to the frame, chop it, rebuild it, and then sell it to benefit the American Diabetes Association. Check it.
Okay, so let me get the email here. Let's see. This comes straight from Tony of blacktopmagazine.com and the Blacktop Media Network. William, we have extended our deadline to find just the right bike at the end of the year, because remember they got was it Yamaha?
I think so. I can't remember.
Okay, we got it wrong. Okay, we got it wrong, and then don't remember if we remembered it wrong or remembered it right. But they got a bike. It's not quite what they're looking for. So, in the meantime, we are working to extend the PR about the project nationally. They're asking you to follow the project at their new website, www.badbikebuild.com. Then subscribe to their monthly e-newsletter, and be a part of something really, really bad is kind of like their slogan.
That's Bikers Against Diabetes, right?
Exactly. They've got some T-shirts and trucker hats, for sale. Okay. The donator bike.
The donated bike, yeah.
The one that they've got is a Yamaha 550 Seika. Seika.
What year? 80s?
I forget. Details just get lost.
All right, so you can see pictures of that on his website.
It's getting cleaned up, and we'll have it sale by the end of the year.
Awesome.
It's right now. It's over at Moto West. I have to look that one up, but it's getting the carbs cleaned out and tuned. So they've got a couple events coming up. They're doing a ride. I looked at this. Let's see. You can go to RIPS badride.com. Rips was RIPS. That was one of the guys. Wasn't his name Rip?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're doing a ride.
I see. Okay.
I looked at it briefly. Basically,
When?
November 17th
Oh, okay.
in Orange County area.
Uh-huh.
And basically, like if you want to, help out with the cause,
Right.
you can sponsor a rider.
Cool.
Like on this, big ride.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, I don't have the details in front of me, as you can
Right,
tell.
I hear you.
But hit up those 2 websites. It's a great cause, good guys. Give them some support when you can. So,
What do you think about Fontana, man?
what about Fontana?
Drifting pretty. Have you thought about that anymore?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Just wondered.
That's either
That's
Saturday or Sunday
After
SEMA. That one might be kind of tight. I mean, as far as
being able to do that.
there's that show that you were talking about, the Day of the Dead car show on the 2nd.
I don't think that's going to happen, man.
It's in Riverside.
Right. I'd like to go, but I don't think I have the time.
Same here, but it's in Glen Avon, Avon, Heritage Park in Riverside, California, just off the 60 freeway and Pyrite Street.
Looks cool.
It looks cool. I don't know if I've already got stuff penciled in for that Saturday.
Right.
And then Sunday I got to pack,
That's right.
get all the media equipment together, because SEMA on Monday.
SEMA Monday, man.
And then work starts for us on Tuesday.
First thing. Should be cool. Be interesting. It's gonna be crazy.
Never gone.
But we'll see some people. Jeff McKelvey from junkyardfind.com and Michelle Naranha from Auto by Tel, right?
Yeah, but I don't think she's going.
Oh, really?
I think something else came up because I saw something on Facebook like she was like gonna raffle off her tickets or something.
Oh, really? Huh.
So I don't know.
Okay.
Again, I saw something. I actually haven't spoken to her, or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm just kind of putting 2 and 2 together. You want a couple tips this week?
Sure,
William. I got a couple.
All right.
So, go with the easy one and the one that was a little more near and dear to my heart. My ice maker stopped working.
Inside the house?
Yeah, inside the refrigerator.
Right.
Like one day it's working, and then next day it's not.
Is that a water line thing?
Well, there's a water line that comes into it, and it's happened before.
Right.
And so the first time that it happened, I took the whole unit out.
Ice maker unit.
The whole ice maker unit.
Right.
It's just a few sheet metal screws.
Uh-huh.
A plug.
Right.
Inspected everything. Like the next day.
Yeah.
It was like, everything looks right. No, nothing looks broken.
Right.
And then like the next day, well, let me put it back in. Boom, it works. Well, this time, one day it's working, one day it's not. I'm thinking, I don't want to take this whole thing out just to look at it. It's like, we didn't do anything to it. It's not like we were like cramming in a butterball turkey and, it got, jolted or anything.
Uh-huh.
Took a hairdryer. For about 4 or 5 minutes.
Uh-huh. Thermostat?
Turned it on. Well, what happens, because we have it on the coldest setting.
Right.
The little runners and stuff, because the water comes up, trickles along the top and goes down and makes ice cubes.
Okay.
That freezes up. So they're like frozen ice cubes in there that haven't dropped
They
yet.
haven't dropped yet. Okay.
So
Nothing
the unit
goes
doesn't.
anywhere.
the unit thinks that it's full, because there's ice cubes in there. It's making ice.
Okay.
You hit it with the hairdryer,
Uh-huh.
loosens things up. A couple things drop. Get it, defrost it essentially.
Right.
It's working again. That's why when I took it out before, I took the whole unit out.
Everything was
looked at it like the next day.
right. Oh, everything was gone.
Yeah. Water melted, evaporated, and that's why when I put it back in, I'm like, well, why is it working? I didn't do anything to it. It's because it was all frozen up.
So you have to turn your setting down then.
Probably should. Yeah. But it's like back to the moonshine thing. I need my beloved ice at a certain point.
Right, I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost had to break into those ice balls that we got.
Oh,
from the Maker's Mark
I
ones.
broke mine. Drop it once, it's over.
Well, I've got mine tucked in the back. My emergency stash.
Those are awesome.
Emergency stash of ice with the emergency stash of coffee. And then I don't know if I've ever told you this one. Have you ever tried to drill through like tile?
No, but you told me about doing that. It was you want to
Or like concrete?
Reverse it. Or, you know what I'm going to say.
Check up your bit, put it in reverse.
Put it in reverse. Spin it counterclockwise.
Exactly.
So it doesn't wander.
Right. It gives you just a little divot.
Right.
Go forward.
Then you're through.
That works on going through concrete too.
Oh.
I had to.
Well, don't concrete bits have a? Well, I guess they still kind of wander.
Masonry bits still.
They're still flat, aren't they, on the end?
Well, it's got a good point.
Okay.
But I just went ahead and did. No,
Uh-huh.
you know what? It started to wander on me. I had to take these couple cabinets and anchor them to a concrete floor.
Uh-huh.
And that's what made me think of it. It was like, started wandering. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Put it in reverse. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
And poof. It's like giving you just a little bit of a starter. So it'll go right in.
Hey, you remember when you were telling me about soldering copper pipe with water in the vertical?
Yep.
You know how I got the water out? When I had to do the kitchen, I've installed copper pipe for the faucet.
Vertical?
Yep, I had probably good 20 inches of standing vertical
Well,
pipe with water in it.
I can think of a couple ways to do it. Compressed air?
No, then not bother with the compressor and getting the line out and all that.
Because that works really well. You go to like a hose bib and get a couple adapter fittings that will go down to your compressor.
Uh-huh.
Spin that onto the hose bib, open up the valve, hit, and then you put like lever valve. Is that a gate valve?
Ball valve?
Ball valve. Thank you. Put a ball valve on there. Open up the other end of the line. Fire up the compressor. Open up that ball valve. It's just, you just see all kinds of water just fly out. I mean,
Well, inside the house or inside wherever you're working?
it'll clean out the whole house.
Well, yeah, but what if you don't want to do that though, man? I used a.
Well, you can use the compressed air, then like open up the like bathroom tub.
The lowest point.
Or just some other valve back in the system. You can use bread. Bread soaks it up, but that's if you got 20 inches, that's a lot of bread.
We were talking about bread earlier. We love bread, dude. So.
I got that loaf from Bad Bat's waiting for me tonight, man. Some olive.
Yeah, I don't want to waste your bread, dude.
That olive oil with the pasta. Okay, I give up.
I used a. My wife has.
Turkey baster?
No, I used. That's another good idea though, but that would only give you the amount of suction that's the size of a half size of a the size of a racquetball.
Siphon?
Well, you could probably try that too, huh?
I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
Or would a siphon work though? Because
It's got to go up.
it's got to. Well, it'd have to be vented. It'd have to be some sort of back pressure somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe one of those automatic siphon things would get enough going.
Well, okay. Yeah, siphon would probably work. I ended up using one of those lawn garden, sprayers. It has a canister that sits underneath, and then you put your garden hose, and you hook it up to the top, and it shoots out like a trigger. But you pump it. It's like a Hudson sprayer that's for a garden, a garden sprayer fertilizer thing. So I got basically got the trigger pump assembly that has like a 2 feet of this little flex, tubing.
Okay, so like
But it has a pump on it.
Okay, so it's essentially like a spray bottle.
Yeah, but it was hooked up to your garden hose. So you can,
garden hose and
Yeah.
horizontally rather than vertically.
Right. That's what I used, man. Dropped that down inside there, pulled it back. Yep. I only had to do it twice, and then just pull the trigger and shoot the water down into your bucket. Took it all the way down. Done. Whoop. Took not even 5 minutes. It took me longer to find something than it did to actually do it. It's like, oh, that'll work.
But do most people have something like that?
Probably.
I don't know. We don't have
people. Most people would have a turkey baster over a siphoning kit, that we could have used for sucking out gas out of a car. But yeah, that worked. Man, it just done.
Makes sense.
That was my tip.
Necessity, mother of genius.
What do you got laying around? Yeah.
Yeah, I used an extension cord for a dog leash yesterday. Because
Yeah, really?
yeah, well, I was in the garage. All I saw was like a white tail. Out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh no, the cat got out. It was a dog. I'm like, hey dog, you're not supposed to be back here. And real friendly, came right up to me. I'm holding the collar. I'm like, I need something for a leash, Ropes in the back of the garage, my bicycle. There was this bunch of stuff piled up. And it was like, oh, what do I? Hey, extension cord.
Extension cord, right on, man.
It had a collar, it had a phone number, but it's like, if this dog just got here,
Right.
the owner's probably out looking for it, most likely.
Right.
Plus, my phone was charging in the house.
Okay.
I'll take the dog out front, see what's there, and of course, right there, But yeah, it's that. What's within arm's reach? What do I have? What can I find to make work? That's what it's all about.
What it's always ever been about, man.
So, I guess that's about it.
All right. So maybe we'll do a recording next weekend. Maybe.
A pre-SEMA.
Yeah.
Or there could be a nightly SEMA.
Oh yeah, we gotta figure that out.
So.
That could be interesting.
That's.
The microphone's open, man.
Exactly. So we have, other than Jeff and Tony and Billy
And Craig Sparks.
And Craig Sparks.
Right.
We don't know what to expect, and we don't know who we're going to see, meet, or do.
Right.
So
we're open.
It's going to be an adventure. So I don't know, but it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week for us.
Amen.
Good week for the podcast. So, hit us up on Facebook. Toss us an email, especially if you're going to be at SEMA. primerpodcast@gmail.com. Maybe next weekend, but if not next weekend, SEMA's basically the next couple
much the
days.
following week.
So, check out the videos, or the video from today, the photos from today. Did you see how many you took?
I have no idea, man. Probably 200.
Okay, so I'll get down to probably 125, 150, depending how you shot. And some pretty cool stuff, and some good old military. So, until next time, my name's William Davis. Don't get on.